Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A national shortage of bus drivers has made its way to Metro Detroit. Coming up, which districts are having to cut bus routes because there just aren't enough drivers to go around.
It's a massive mobilization to help Flat Rock residents cope and in some cases evacuate following a major gasoline spill.
But we begin here at 6 with breaking news from Detroit's west side. That's where a man is found dead inside of a car on I-96.
Happened around 3 this afternoon on the eastbound side of the freeway. Investigators say a 25-year-old man from Novi was found inside a car that had several bullet holes. We're told a suspect has been located and is being interviewed by police.
Right now, we know the local lanes of eastbound I-96 at the Southfield Freeway are closed. Also, the ramps from the Southfield Freeway to eastbound I-96 are also closed at this hour.
Well, as the Labor Day weekend draws to a close, Flat Rock residents are beginning to grasp the severity of a massive gasoline spill in their community.
Ford Motor Company footing the bill now for a citywide hazardous materials spill and also providing hotel rooms for homeowners who now need a place to stay. There are 2 voluntary evacuation areas south of Ford's Flat Rock assembly plant, and not all those homes have been visited by those emergency teams.
Local 4's Rod Maloney is live tonight with Ford's response and a look at a somewhat similar situation not far from Flat Rock. Rod?
Yeah, good evening. You know, they're trying to stay calm out here, and some residents still aren't entirely aware of precisely what is going on around them. But it is that full community mobilization, as we're seeing volunteers fanning out and telling people they probably ought to evacuate from this neighborhood in particular. Ford Motor Company had a leak at its Flat Rock plant last week. The gasoline went into the sewer drains, and now they're trying to fix that problem. But this is something that is not necessarily a strange incident for Ford. Massive vacuum trucks spread out all across Flat Rock and work to remove the gasoline from storm drains today. Utility crews were out flagging every line they could find. Volunteers went door to door telling residents they should seriously think about evacuating. Flat Rock Fire Chief James Katona advises residents.
I think they should be deeply concerned, but I also think that they should feel pretty comfortable that we're out there doing it.
Resident Mary Hudkevich says that her block ended up hard hit.
After this many days and recollecting that I had a migraine Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then today I was dizzy, so I just said, you know, maybe it's best that we get out of here.
She's looking to stay with family or get a hotel room. She's not quite decided yet. Now, Ford is no stranger to plant spills causing neighborhood problems like this. A Livonia neighborhood sued Ford back in 2018 for spilling cleaning solvents that ended up underground. Ford ended up settling and providing cleanup and long-term monitoring wells to make certain the dangers dissipate. In a statement, Ford is saying about the Flat Rock situation, quote, "We take seriously our responsibilities as a corporate citizen and to protect the health and safety of our people, our communities, and the environment. We apologize for the safety risk and the huge inconvenience to our neighbors in Flat Rock," end quote.
But a leak underground is serious at any point. And we live so close, but yet you wouldn't think something like that would leach this far. That's a huge plant.
Now, the United Way has mobilized here, and they're saying they could use some volunteer help here, trying to help the Flat Rock residents. They also say if you've just gotten back from vacation and you don't know exactly what to do, pick up the phone, call 211. If you are experiencing dizziness or some kind of health effect that could be from the benzene, or if you're smelling fumes, they say call 911. In the meantime, they've also canceled the popular Flat Rock Riverfest. Reporting live from Flat Rock, Rod Mellon, Local 4.
Okay, Rod, thanks.
All right, well, we have been telling you that we have just enjoyed just a gorgeous day today. It's going to be beautiful tonight, but then things are going to start to change.
It could be a doozy tomorrow, right, Paul?
Absolutely, but let's just relish in what's happening right now. I mean, we'll start with 4-zone weather here. It's just a beautiful Labor Day evening. 78 in Detroit at City Airport, 80 at Taylor, 75 Livonia, Canton. You're at 75 degrees. That's our metro zone. We have 73 in Sterling Heights. In our south zone, we have 76 in Adrian, 78 in Deerfield, 76 in Dundee, 74 in Saline, 77 in Carlton. And you can kind of see a trend here developing. 72 in Milford, 74 Whitmore Lake, Manchester. You're at 75. That's our west zone. And in our north zone, the cool spot spot is Deckerville at 70 degrees, not far behind Ortonville at 71. We have 74 right now in Romeo and 72 right now in Port Huron. So the evening is mostly clear, and it's going to be calming in terms of the wind, dropping from the 70s into the 60s. A very pleasant evening, just a great way to end the holiday. But 24 hours from now, this is what the radar is going to look like. We're going to break that down for you coming up in just a few minutes. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you, Paul. Michigan's new coronavirus numbers are delayed because of the Labor Day holiday. We do expect updated numbers coming tomorrow afternoon. On the vaccine front, the state's vaccination rate now stands at 66%. Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony Fauci says the U.S. will likely start to distribute Pfizer's booster shots during the week of September 20th, but the rollout for Moderna's vaccine could be delayed. He says it looks like only the Pfizer vaccine will get that approval in time for the September rollout. The Biden administration plans to offer third doses to people who received either Pfizer or Moderna 8 months after the second dose, pending approval from public health officials. Plans for a J&J booster have not yet been announced.
A shortage of bus drivers is a problem facing districts all across the country. Over the weekend, though, more Michigan districts announcing they would be suspending some bus routes for kids until they can find drivers. Our Grant Herms joins us now, and Grant, districts are working to make hires, but people just aren't applying.
And even the transportation companies are trying to give out bonuses to would-be drivers, but it is just not sticking. That means a lot of lots with a lot of buses in them are going to look a lot like this. Buses just sitting around without drivers to sit behind the wheel. And that's going to put a lot of parents in a bind with the start of the school year coming, as those parents need to take their kids to school as they need to get to work.
School districts around Metro Detroit struggling to find ways to get kids to class. Districts like Melvindale, Allen Park, Northville, and Grosse Ile all suspending some bus services ahead of the first day of school amid a shortage of bus drivers. In a letter to parents at Plymouth Canton schools, Durham Transportation, which operates buses in several Metro Detroit districts, asking likely frustrated parents for patience, writing, "We are doing everything we can to recruit, hire, and retain quality bus drivers. Please be kind and show appreciation for Durham's existing bus drivers. Bus drivers are not at fault for the nationwide driver shortage." Durham is also offering signing bonuses up to $2,000 for those with commercial licenses and referral bonuses worth $1,000, hoping to attract new hires, but low wages and part-time hours are still major hurdles. The executive director of Michigan's Association of Pupil Transportation telling Local 4 last week.
It's a rough time because, it's not a full-time job. It's, a few hours in the morning, few hours in the afternoon, potentially a field trip here and there, maybe a noon run, but it's not, you can't support a family on bus driving.
A shortage of drivers fueling more uncertainty just days before school is back.
And it's not just bus drivers. Schools are also dealing with the fallout from a nationwide substitute teacher shortage and a nurse shortage that was already brewing in the state before the pandemic, that's been exacerbated by COVID-19. That's now trickling into a shortage of school nurses, potentially all big problems as kids return to in-person learning this school year. Back to you.
All across the country. Okay, Grant, thanks.
Tributes pouring in from across Metro Detroit for the man known as the Heart of Corktown. Greg Mudge passed away unexpectedly Sunday at the age of 46. He owned Mudgees Deli, a staple in Corktown since 2008. It's frequently listed as one of the best sandwich shops in Metro Detroit and the country. Today, those who knew him say Greg's death is a huge loss to the community.
The way that he navigated the pandemic, trying to keep his employees paid, but also trying to keep them safe. And the hardest part of all this is he had a week planned off this week. He was supposed to go camping with his wife, and so he posted that the restaurant was going to be closed all week.
Anyone who came in, he was instantly their friend. Like, he was that guy. He, had a new wine he was super geeked about, and he'd go to tables and sample it out, and just really hospitable and just warm and charming.
Greg's mother says the family is still waiting on information about a cause of death.
Well, as we celebrate Labor Day, we're reminded of the important role American workers played in World War II.
In a time when all soldiers were men, victory would not have been possible without the women known as Rosie the Riveters, portrayed in that iconic poster you see right there behind us.
Yeah, today some of those American heroes got together in what they call Rosie Country. Priya Mann has a look at their gathering. Priya?
Oh, well, Kim, Sandra, I know we are well aware of that iconic image, right? Rosie with her sleeve rolled up, ready to get to work and win World War II. Well, there's no better time to celebrate their contributions than Labor Day.
So this generation has to remember what we did.
8 Rosie the Riveters, now in their 90s and triple digits, were honored for their role in winning World War II.
I was a riveter on my little plane, the Navy Helldivers. This was a plane that won the war in the Pacific.
A cultural icon of World War II, Rosie the Riveter represented the women who worked in factories and shipyards.
We built B-24s, 1 an hour. I worked in the tool crib, in the big presses.
During World War II, women stepped up to fill positions that were traditionally filled by men, working heavy machinery and taking roles in lumber and steel mills.
They were coming home in boxes, husbands, sons, brothers, and I think that was the main thing about the Rosies working in the plants, is that they wanted to get their men home.
These brave women paved the way for future generations.
That helped us protect our freedoms, but they also made a beginning for women like me.
The annual Ring a Bell for Rosie is held on Labor Day, honoring the sacrifices and determination of the greatest generation.
It's a history and it's learning for some people, but some people don't know nothing about it.
You can't celebrate Labor Day any better than to celebrate these women whose labor was essential to victory during World War II.
Now, the American Rosie the Riveter Association was formed in 1998. They have thousands of members across the country committed to preserving the legacy of these women. And of course, from everyone at Local 4, we thank you. Reporting live tonight, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
We do, Priya. Such an important part of history.
Brave women indeed. All right. Thank you, Priya. State leaders have been putting out their own Labor Day messages today.
Governor Whitmer did hers on camera.
On Labor Day, we celebrate the idea that we are stronger together and honor the sacrifices that countless union members and leaders made over decades on behalf of working families. Unions help build Michigan's middle class, and unfortunately, over the last couple of decades, they've faced constant attacks on their wages, benefits, their freedom to negotiate together. Today, working people have a friend in the governor's office who will fight for them.
The Michigan GOP tweeted a picture of the Detroit skyline and the message, quote, "Our great state has led the way in American production for many years. From fruit farmers to Ford factory workers, hardworking people across Michigan paved the way." Happy Labor Day.
President Biden started off his Labor Day in his hometown. He was in Wilmington, Delaware, meeting with members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. He brought them lunch from a local deli there and also stopped to take a few pictures. The president headed back to the White House tonight, and then tomorrow he visits New York and New Jersey to survey some of the damage from Hurricane Ida.
New at 6.
Huge savings online for the Labor Day holiday. Electronics, mattresses, items for your home. I'm going to show you some of the big deals coming right up.